Hello, I'm Sonia Sage and I'm here to give November 2019 crystal readings for air signs. So the theme for the month, I think, basically is Mercury in retrograde, and Mercury is going to be going direct on November the 20th, but the post-retrograde period will be with us for a couple of weeks longer. So Mercury is going to kind of be direct in the whole of November. Now, the way I'm looking at Mercury retrograde in terms of these readings isn't necessarily how it's commercially seen, with the careful with your travel arrangements, don't sign important documents, all of that kind of normal stuff you see all the time. I feel, in terms of the crystals I will be choosing for you all today, I feel that the focus is most definitely on, during this retrograde period, what do you need to reflect on or revise, or what do you need to shift even as we are approaching the end of the year and going into a new year and a new decade. Also, what is it that you need to be, if there is going to be a paradigm shift, whether that paradigm shift is internal or external, where do you need to really kind of have one last kind of reshuffle, so to speak, in terms of your energy, in terms of your mindset, things like that. So I do have all the crystals out here, and I have all the crystals available on the website. If there's a crystal that you don't see, you can email me. Or if there's any crystals you're after, and I also do readings as well, so I will put all that information in the description box. Also, please like, share and follow if you feel that the reading resonates. There are so many amazing readers on YouTube, so do check them out as well if you don't feel that my reading resonates. Okay then, so I'm going to start off with air signs. I'm starting off with Gemini first of all. So Gemini, let's see what comes up for you for November 2018. So Gemini, the crystal that's come up for you is green calcite. Now, green calcite is going to take you into your heart center. It's going to help you with further developing your self-awareness, further connecting with that whole being present in your presence. And I feel like that's the term that comes up a lot of the time when I work with the green calcite, being present in your presence. So if you are flying away, and I'm thinking more metaphorically flying away rather than physically flying away, if you are flying away, if you feel like your time is flying away, if you feel like you were overloaded, overworked, yet not overcompensated for it, it's going to really help you be aware of where you need to either draw back your time and energy, or even where you need to step forward and say, actually, I'm worth more than what you're planning to give me for this. So it may even be that you have to do this with yourself, and really kind of look at, are you valuing yourself enough? Are you being present with yourself enough? Are you valuing your own presence, your own time, and really look at how this is then being reflected in all areas of your life. Really settle into the heart center. Really, I mean, this is all about self-love. This is all about the self-love that you really do need to be giving to yourself, ensuring that you are strong, ensuring that you get through this month strong, but also it will give you that strength as we get into December, which is a busy time period. and then into the new year, it will ensure that you're strong, that you're mentally, if you're physically and mentally strong, it brings that spiritual strength. And I feel that it's also vice versa. If you're feeling spiritually and emotionally strong, that will bring you through with knowing where you need to build up your physical strength as well. So Gemini, I hope that helps. Next up is Libra. Libra, the stone that's come up for you is petrified wood, or fossilized wood, petrified wood. So there's a real calling, Libra, for you to get really down deep into your roots, really to really get grounded. To really get grounded, especially if those scales are feeling really imbalanced. Find your centre, get really rooted, really look into what is your foundation, how strong is your foundation, where does it need strengthening, but also with a recognition that foundation, you may not feel like your foundation is strong, but I feel like there's a real message that there is such an inner strength within your foundation. If you take the time to centre and connect with it, you will see that you're like that great big tree behind me. You will see that you're like that, and like if it's really, if there's a real kind of like storm brewing up, there's your trunk is so stable, you won't be moved. Yeah, you may feel kind of like that there's a few bits that are loose and need a bit more securing, but you'll find that your foundation is really strong. So really focus this month, Libra, on getting centered, so you can recognize how strong your foundation is, how strong your roots are, how deep they go into the earth, to ensure that you are nurtured. And that, realize this, recognize this, and you'll be cool. So lastly, we've got Aquarius. Oh, I can't decide. There need to be, right, so Aquarius, the thing that's coming up for you straight away as I was choosing the crystal was mind over matter, and in terms of any decisions you are really struggling to make, in terms of whether it be the direction that you're taking, even down to really, really, really simple things like, oh gosh, what should I eat today? Should I eat healthy, or should I just run and grab something quickly? You're to take like a mind over matter type focus, and we're going to go with Moonstone. So I was trying to decide between Moonstone and Snowflake Obsidian, and the Moonstone's going to really guide you to go to really look at how you're behaving, look at how your behaviours affect your reality. How do your behaviours affect your outcome? Where do these behaviours stem from? Is it something you've carried on from childhood that really, really needs to be released, or is it something that you've picked up through a type of trauma or a coping mechanism to things that are going on externally? So you really kind of need to look into and delve a bit deeper into your shadow side. I'm getting Aquarius, and take ownership of what is yours, how you act, how you behave, how you react to certain situations and circumstances, yet Also acknowledge that there's certain ways of being that may not any longer serve you, and you don't necessarily need that protective or coping mechanism now. You're on a pathway of purpose. It's not a pathway of retribution. It's a pathway of repurpose even. So really, it doesn't have to be so hard, Aquarius. That's the message that's coming through. It doesn't have to be so hard. So yeah, there could be a lot of deep reflection coming up for you during this period, and as you work through this, you will